Yo, my bad, gang, my bad. My internet is failing a bit. Let me just wait for everyone to come back on the stream because I do apologize. My internet broke for a bit right there. Damn, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry, but I think we can continue. Yeah, I think we can continue. Okay, perfect. If the stream crashes again, I think I'm gonna stop live streaming. So yeah.
You shouldn't know about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't you?
Yo, welcome back to the stream. I'm so sorry it crashed for a bit. But I don't know when was the last time, what was the last thing you were able to see? But we are on chapter 3. We try to remain with the nightmare and she broke us.
I guess it feels so long ago, almost like we've never left. We have to let her out. No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her. Slay? We decided not to do that, didn't we? Yeah, we're supposed to let her out. It's really the only way this works out for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much of anything.
What? The opportunist is here? Oh my god, we have so many voices. In this road we have the broken voice. Apparently, the voice of the broke, which it's a voice I honestly hate. We have the voice of the hero, classical. We have the voice of the paranoid. We have the voice of the opportunist too. Weird.
No, we were supposed to keep her trapped there forever, I think.
And the voice of the stubborn? Do we just have every voice?
We're supposed to be unfeeling. How many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart?
Okay, I've never met the voice of the cold though.
We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere.
I've met the voice of the hunted.
There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried everything.
I've met the voice of the contrarian.
We love her, so we have to set her free.
I've met the voice of the smitten.
Can we love something that hates us? Can we love something that hurts us?
I've met the voice of the skeptic.
To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love. Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us.
And I've met the voice of the cheated. And yeah, there aren't supposed to be so many of you.
This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
Hi, floating threes? Yeah, I don't know if you were here for last stream, but we beat the game. We already finished the game. We got the ending where we basically escaped with the heart of the princess, kind of. And now we are trying to unlock every single princess. So yeah, things are going to get a bit weird. And yes, floating trees. I think they're all wrong. That's a good question. How many times have you all been here? What if we don't go to the cabin? Can you make sense of them? I feel so disjointed. I don't know if I can pull this off. I don't know if I can slay her. I think they're all wrong.
Of course we're wrong. She's the only thing that's right. Yes, obviously they're all wrong. What are you going to do about it?
Getting back to his earlier question, how many times have you all been here?
Many times. It feels like we've been here forever. It also feels like we've barely been here at all. It doesn't matter. Yes, we just have to do what she says and then everything will be fine.
I don't know.
It won't. It will be for us. She said so. You're part of everything. If things aren't fine for everything, they won't be fine for you. There's no difference between fine and not fine. It just goes on and on.
But that doesn't make sense. I only remember being here twice before this, and some of you don't seem to remember being here at all. Was I here those other times? Did someone else make the decisions?
What does here even mean if you really think about it?
What does here even mean?
Shut up. You were here. Every single time.
I hate the voice of the broken.
You did your best, really. There's just a pecking order. And our cruel and beautiful goddess sits atop it, right where she's always belonged. You're lucky. What I would give to be able to forget.
Oh,
I've tried to keep them numb, but they're all too soft. A shame, really.
the voice of the cult must be the voice we unlocked if we tried to kill the princess right away. If I don't remember what I did, then it couldn't have been me that did it. What if we don't go to the cabin?
We've tried that.
We have tried that.
It doesn't work. Our hearts always brought us back to her. The deck is stacked. So many paths, and they're all circles.
I feel so disjointed.
I don't care how you feel. You have to slay her. You have to pull yourself together. You have to snap out of it. You're lucky you haven't been stuck here like the rest of them. There's no other way to keep going. You either need to forget, or you need to stop feeling much of anything. They can't do either. He's not wrong. He's the only smart one left, if you ask me. He's worse than her.
If I don't remember what I did, then it couldn't have been me
Don't
that
think
did it.
about that too hard. All it will do is weaken your resolve and make it that much harder for you to slay her. Maybe you're shattered in your own way. Are you your memories? Or are you the one perceiving the present moment?
I don't know.
Ugh, here you go philosophizing again. It never goes anywhere. Yes, this is far from the first time you've asked us about consciousness. Who am I? What am I? What is I? Who even cares? They're good questions, great questions even, but they don't have any answers, and they all just end in quivering torment. It doesn't matter what we do, because we always find her, and if we don't find her, she always finds us. And then she smashes us into smaller pieces. If you all just stopped feeling, we could have been done with this ages ago. Your thoughts are far too scattered to rein back in. Your only option is to silence them.
Can you make sense of them?
There's nothing worth making sense of. They're clearly all traumatized. And yet, you aren't. We break apart, and you stay the same. Yeah, what's your secret? Why can you break the rules when we can't?
I think I'll proceed to the cabin.
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way forward. But eventually, you do make it to the cabin. Or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been. Instead, all you find is an empty hill. No, this isn't right. There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there. Don't ask him about the mirror. He always says he never sees it. He always lies. And he always makes it gone. Stay focused. You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There is no mirror. You know that as well as I do. She's still here, buried deep inside the earth. Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose.
And what's wrong with giving them space? What if it helps them? What if they need to be heard?
They've been heard too much. It's why they are the way they are. Exactly. They are delusions, and all that catering to them will do is drag you down to their level. You have to keep moving. Or you could just give up.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin. The cabin that isn't there. You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it. Smash it to pieces. She's on the other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free. It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it. Just do something. It doesn't matter what.
Proceed.
Proceed? Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific.
Nah, just proceed.
That's a new one. Do you think it'll work? Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make them. And it already has worked. It's gone, don't you see? We're one step closer to her. The interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure they're in. Wrong and unsettling as it may be, the only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. Take it. It's the only way forward.
Take the blade. It's the only way forward. You've already tried everything else. Don't you remember? You have to take the blade.
You reach down to take the blade, but as you do, the ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking deep into the earth.
Let's go.
You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep. Deep in the bowels of the earth, you see something staring back at you. It fills you with dread.
My nightmare.
It's her. She's watching us. She never stops watching us.
You really are a coward.
With every word she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
I said that way back when. You know that, right?
Closer.
I was having some fun, and I guess I wanted to see if I could melt you.
And closer.
Watching over me forever? That was so brave.
And closer.
But forever is so long. And time erodes everything.
Time does erode everything.
Except for me. I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back. And what's left is for you to take my will. And that. Now don't pose. Don't try. Now don't pose. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need. And you lost your power so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy to get it back.
Night's stream is back. Yeah, sorry. The stream crashed for a bit, but we're back.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her hand.
Let's just wait. Oh no. You're just an object, a tool. You once were something else, a long time ago. But was that something you, or is it just a dull and jaded memory? There's no other ending here. Just take her hand and set her free. Oh, this is so cool. I had no idea about this. What? What? If you click like in the middle of the mouse wheel, the HUD, the HUD, the HUD disappears. And you get to take a pretty screenshot. Nice.
You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle, tender even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you. The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next.
Nothing. The end of the world is coming, and you're dying.
I didn't think I'd be so tired.
Yeah, I'm sorry, princess. The princess, exhausted, slumps.
Why is it so cold?
I'm sorry. The long quiet is here. And it gets to us all. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Yeah. I can finally think again. Almost. That mirror's back. What does that mean for us? I'm sure it'll be whisked away, just like her. Maybe it won't be gone. Things are different now, aren't they?
Yeah, you're disappearing.
Doesn't seem like there's much else to do here. Finally, we can smash it. Oh, will you stop with the smashing? What do we say, boys? One last vain attempt to look at ourselves. Yeah,
Sure.
I think I'd like that. Seems we've got a majority. All that's left is to give it a look.
You step towards the mirror once more. Its secrets remain hidden. Its mysteries remain unresolved.
Something tells me that this is the end of the line. But I don't feel bad about it.
I want to
I'm ready.
show you the Spectre Princess. During that one you can see yourself. Really? That's a lot of voices. Yeah, for some reason on this route we took, the princess completely breaks us and all of the voices in the game are in our heads. Hey James, that's literally your username. How do I get the Spectre Princess? It's just by directly trying to kill her, right? I'm gonna do that.
It feels okay. The fear's gone. I'm done fighting. My heart feels quiet. The game was always going to end. I'll be free of all of you. I'm ready for the truth. I'm ready to sleep. I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here. Boys, it's been an honor.
Boys! Let's gaze into our reflection. Silence as you reach forward, but they're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've grown. Yeah, you find yourself in the long quiet again. You are at the cabin.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child
Oh, this is the same answers. Everything you sell feels
I'm
like a
sorry.
riddle. What does it feel to change like this?
eyes closed?
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift,
You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right?
there is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
When I go back, it's as if, yeah, I've heard this. You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you.
Why wouldn't
Kinda, not kinder. What do you want me to bring you next time? He has no
Yes,
preference.
someone tells you
Do you
to
have
kill
any
them.
thoughts on this vessel?
This one is a waiting maw, an inevitable destination where all roads end. She will make for a wise heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
So you don't have any preference?
My the vessels are shaped. If I
Okay, let's save right here and let's try to destroy our body. And let's go page 9, last slot. Let's try to destroy our body and attack the entity. You raise your will to end your life, but as it buries into the space your body should be, you feel nothing at all. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently touches the side of your face.
there's nowhere for you to be but here.
Attack the entity. Your will cuts across the entity in front of you, but nothing happens.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. Okay. Take to her the moment of clarity.
You're on
Let's
the path.
first skip
You're here.
this and check our memories and see if... Yeah, the moment of clarity is different than the nightmare. So we can take the nightmare to the to the moving mount, shifting mount, that's it. And we can also take the moment of clarity. So wait. Let me say how we get the Spectre Princess. You have to do a certain order. You have to take the blade, kill her, no talking or hesitation. There are several different outcomes in the Spectre, but one of them you can see yourself through her eyes. Really cool. Okay, I'm gonna try and do that. No hesitation, no talking. Silently continue to the cabin.
You make your way up.
Skip. Proceed into the cabin. No talking, no hesitation. Let's go for it.
The interior of the cabin.
Take the blade.
You take the blade.
Enter the basement. I'm guessing, yeah, it's
Door to
almost
the
sure that
basement creaks open,
that is how you get the
revealing a
cold
stair.
voice. Continue down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs. She's so focused on the task.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Steel your nerves and step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation.
Damn, she's super scared. She was not expecting this.
You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Wait, what? We just kill her? Oh my god, wait, I have to open the door. I'll be right back. Yo, I am back. Don't Inspector just leave or you will die. Okay.
Oh. This is it, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Of course it is, she's dead. I'm not sure. I feel like she has to have some kind of trick up her sleeve. Of course not, that was too easy. Of course it is, she's dead.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
We just killed someone.
You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Leave. What
You
happens?
open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
And suddenly I die?
Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
Wait, we reached the long quiet?
What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
Oh, fucking narrator. He tricked us. That's bullshit. Let me out of here. Okay. I was kind of hoping I'd get a better ending for saving the world.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity. Your reward. This is what's best for everyone.
Congratulations. You got the good ending. Uh-huh.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy, we are happy.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
Okay, maybe I'm not happy, and I'm not just saying that because you're the last person I talked to.
Good, because I have an idea to get us out of here. Though you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Wouldn't using the blade, you wouldn't, kill us? Wouldn't we be dead?
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it. In a sense, we die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever. I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work. That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
You'd better be right, because you'll better be right about this. I'll be pretty upset if we die. I'm not risking death over your weird hunch. Anything to get out of this hell. You're right. I didn't like that idea. I'm just going to stick around and do nothing.
If we die, you can yell at me all you want.
If we die.
I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate? Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The
Let's go.
end. Nice knowing you.
The Spectre, Chapter 2.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to...
Oh, you bastard! You're in it for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time.
I like this route.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again.
And I was right. This is how we get the voice of the cold.
This really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, we listened to you plenty. We slew the princess just like you asked us to, and then you locked us away in an empty void for eternity. So we slew ourselves too.
Slew? Is that the actual, like, is that the right conjugation of the verb slay? No way, right? Wait. Slay conjugations. Conjugate verb slay. I slay, you slay, he slays, we slay, you slay, they slay. Yeah, I slew. Slew.
I slew.
I slew.
I slew.
I slew. Huh. This is the first time I've ever seen that. Epic.
Well, if you killed yourself, then you weren't listening to me.
I slew.
Because I would never want you to do that. Believe it or not, I care about you. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around... What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We slew the princess, the world outside the cabin disappeared, we died, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply... Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left? It doesn't matter, because we didn't fail to slay her. And if she's really back, which I doubt, it'll be just as easy to do it again. But after that nasty trick you pulled on us, maybe she's not the only one around here in need of slaying.
That is true.
Just stay focused, will you?
Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
If anything...
People locked her in that. She just can. That's a good point. How do we know we didn't have things backwards? Maybe slaying the princess. Yes. Maybe this whole thing was a trick to get us to end the world. And now we get to go through the hole, but that's assuming she's alive in that cabin. You're going to find her in the cabin. If the princess had actually been slain, you wouldn't... And let me assure you, killing her will not end the world. I don't know what you think happened to you last time, but it's a little... Well, that's exactly what we're afraid... Really? Living happily ever after sounds that bad to you? Oh, well, there's no use arguing over your masochism. The cabin awaits. Look. Oh, of course, we... I told you.
Okay, this is just things we already have seen, we already heard. So let's proceed to the cabin.
A warning. She will lie. She won't be. We killed her already.
Let's approach the mirror and then enter the basement.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement. What are you talking about? You reach forward and rub. There was a mirror and now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly, it's not even important enough to be acknowledged. The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see.
I guess.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor.
One
its
second.
wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain.
Yo, yo, yo. I'm back. My bad.
Okay. She's definitely dead.
She is.
It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor.
Spooky.
Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
What is going on here?
Ghost! Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you.
I love this princess. One of my favorite princesses, actually.
Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin.
I really like this princess, actually.
So she has a body, and she's right there. We could probably grab her and kill her again, if we wanted to. We don't even need a blade. She looks fragile enough to me.
Let's wait and see how things play out.
I see you don't have that annoying knife anymore. So, does that mean you regret what you've done? Are you here to apologize and make nice? Beg for absolution, maybe? Because I might be interested in seeing a little begging.
I might beg a little, why not? See, this is exactly what I was trying to tell you about in the woods. This already happened. We killed her. I killed you. What are you doing not being dead? Do you know why you came back? Stop playing the victim. You threatened me last time. I'm sorry I killed you. I'm sorry I killed you last time. I shouldn't have done that. Do you want me to die? Do you want me to kill myself? To satisfy some sort of sick revenge fantasy? Because I already did that, and it wouldn't be hard to do it again. This is weird. I'm sorry. Is there any way I can make it up to you? The people who wanted you dead tricked me, and the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Let's team up. What do you want from me? If I knew I'd wind up having to talk to you again, I wouldn't have slain you. I died too, and I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different? You're dead, or at least mostly dead. What can you even do to hurt me? After I killed you, this cabin, I want to say it teleported? It wasn't in the woods anymore. Time stopped meaning anything, and I had to kill myself to escape. I guess I should tell you why I was sent to kill you. You were going to end the world. I was told you were going to end the world. Okay, clearly slaying you isn't going to work. What do you want? Okay, theme, I'm out of ideas. Thoughts? If you're dead, then there really isn't much for me to do, is there? I guess I'll get going. Leave her in the basement. Right, I don't think there's much more for us to talk about. I'm going to get my blade and then the two of us can fight. Or grab the princess. Let's go with...
It's safe to say that you've seen something, It's safe to say that you've seen something you shouldn't have seen. Whatever worlds you've hopped between, whatever versions of me you've met, none of that matters now. There's no changing what's already happened. But you have a job to finish. Finish how? We already did what you told us. And now she's a ghost. There's a perfectly pristine blade waiting for you upstairs. You could always use it to, I don't know, slay her. And then what? And then you'll have saved the world. I think he's asking about what happens after we save the world. If that's even still an option. What do you mean, after?
You already know what we mean, don't you? So why don't you go ahead and tell us? Are you going to try and lock us away in a timeless void again? Because I didn't much care for that.
I'm not going to lock you anywhere.
What an interesting choice of emphasis.
I killed you. What are you doing not being dead?
I don't feel very bad, but I guess I'm not bad. So you must have only mostly killed me. Or maybe death is only mostly real, but it's also mostly not real. I'm not sure. I'm just the one these things have happened to, not the one with all the answers, or any of the answers.
But we're not a ghost. Unless we are?
Are we a ghost?
Maybe that's why the mirror disappeared. We're actually dead.
Death, at least as a form of permanence, is just a concept. And clearly it's not a very useful one anymore. Maybe we should throw it out entirely.
Your body's right there, though. Your dead body.
The princess glances back at the bones lying on the floor.
It's just a body. Do you believe these bones? Or do you believe me? Because those bones aren't talking to you.
That is true.
She's seeing things pragmatically. We should do the same. Reality is what's in front of us, not our preconceptions of what it should be. There doesn't need to be a static truth. There doesn't need to be objectivity.
I don't know if I like or if I dislike the voice of the cold.
How should I know? Why does anyone come back? Maybe I have unfinished business with you. Or maybe you have unfinished business with me. All I know is there's a hole in my chest. Not the big obvious one that you put there. There's something older and deeper. A nagging reminder that I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
And where are you supposed to be?
Home.
And just where is home, I wonder?
I don't know where home is. I just know it isn't here. But I can feel it calling to me from someplace far away. Wherever I'm supposed to be, it's out there.
How specific.
And how convenient for her. You see what she's doing, right? She's suggesting that the only way you can rid yourself of her would be to let her out, which, in case you haven't been listening, will spell the end of the entire world.
Is there any way I can help you get home? Do you need me to bury those bones?
No, those bones are just a body. They aren't me. Bury them. Smash them. It won't do a thing. But you can help me. This place won't let me leave. At least, not alone. I've tried. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
Maybe we should just leave. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? We could probably walk out right now and everything will be fine. Hasn't got out and can't get out are two very different things.
It'd be dull anyway. it's more interesting if we make a choice.
It is more interesting if we make a choice.
But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride. After all, you own me.
Spooky?
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it?
Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly.
That is interesting.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
What if I say no? This would just be temporary, right? You'll leave once we're out of the cabin. If I let you in, do I still get to be in control?
If I'm able to, but for all we know, that's not how it works. Maybe I'll wind up stuck with you for a long time.
Okay, princess.
Don't much like the sound of that. It's crowded enough in here as is.
Yo, my bad.
It could be the best way to trap her for good. Doesn't seem like it would be very easy to end the world from inside someone else's body.
Be nice, let her possess you. That voice is making me shiver. Yeah, I am letting her possess me.
That is a very dangerous train of thought.
I was just picking up some food. Sorry. Here you can see it. Some ham and cheese sandwiches. Delicious. What if I say no? Sounds great. Let's do it. Yeah.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
You're welcome, princess.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over? I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body.
Oh, damn.
You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Do I die?
Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
Now you hear the narrator too.
So, it doesn't work like that for you?
Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor. Are they also supposed to be you?
Yes.
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass.
A part of me.
I'm a voice. I'm me is what I am.
Oh, the princess. I think it bugged, but the princess said it's okay. You can finish your thought.
Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
No, it
Let's see if
matters.
that's
What
right.
we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too.
I'm clearly the same thing you are.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
I don't know if more important.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dad. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
That's rude.
That's rude, but that is true.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen.
Obviously, she's nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
I can't think straight. There's too much noise. Or leave the basement. Let's just leave the basement.
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
It will be.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
I do. Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world?
It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world.
That is also true. And that the voice of the cold is very smart.
Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world.
I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn?
This is very interesting. I think this line, it's almost the same as one of the lines the Shifting Mound says.
Against the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door.
For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
Maybe the bossy one doesn't actually hate me. Maybe he even likes me. Or maybe he just knows that he's been in the wrong. Maybe he's trying to make amends too.
Not at all. I'll have you know that I do hate you, and I will continue to hate you for as long as I am able. It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate.
And whine.
This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
Let's trudge forward.
You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
We're so close. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If we get out of here, I won't even care that you murdered me anymore.
Let's go.
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle, but you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will.
Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens next.
The world ends.
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door groans open. Collapse to the ground, you and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see. Yes?
Nothing. He's gone, and so is everything else.
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose.
The world ended.
But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world?
We're still here.
Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of the world?
Okay, I've heard enough from these two. Let's see if I can pop out.
Let's see. Ooh. You feel a lightness in your chest as a pair of sunken eyes emerge from your body and stare up at you.
You actually freed me, didn't you? I'm outside. Thanks for giving me a second chance, Philip.
You're welcome.
Don't mention it.
I think this is where I meant to be.
No, goodbye. You don't get a chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory turns.
She's gone. There's that.
Of course you're scared this is the end for you. It's just going to be okay, just trust me, we've been
It
here
feels so
before.
bad.
You don't need to comfort.
It's not the end, where whatever is going to be.
Okay, whatever makes you.
Approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. You've wetted. Okay, I don't know how we were supposed to see our reflection in the princess's eyes with the specter, so I'm sorry we couldn't do it. But at least we got
I'm a
another
growing
vessel.
chorus of contradiction. And you, as it cha- it says that your heart is gentle.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one is vaporous. She is a dream of a life she could never have, but that longing has given her so much capacity for kindness. She will make for a yearning heart. Do not mourn her. She will finally be able to hold what she never knew.
Okay, I'm still planning to kill you once we're done with this.
If that remains your choice when all is said and done, then you may try. But know that I do not wish you harm, even if you attempt to destroy me.
Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave
My
behind? Have you figured it out? Or do you still not care? Yada yada
The
yada.
tides do
Whoa,
not-
whoa, whoa, whoa. So you don't have any preference of... Okay.
My gift to
How many more vessels do I need
We
to
will
bring
know.
you? I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Okay. Okay, there we go. We
on the
unlocked...
path.
Let me skip this and let me go to memories. We unlocked several vessels today. We unlocked the Nightmare, the Moment of Clarity, and the Ghost. Where are you? The Spectre. That's it. But I think this is going to be it for today, actually. This is a very, 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 very long game to 100%. Now I'm realizing it. So, I don't know if I'm going to continue this game on stream. Because it is long. Long as fuck. But that's gonna be it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked it. And thanks for watching. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.